Good morning, everybody. Welcome to this promotional ceremony today. For those who don't know you, I'm Eric Jones, Chief of Police for Stockton Police Department. And today we're going to be doing two promotions. We're going to be promoting Rodney Rigo to Police Lieutenant and Craig Smith to Police Sergeant. And they are the top finalists of both promotional lists, meaning they came out number one on each of their lists. I know both of them quite well, and they both have incredible character, integrity, and work ethic. I think anybody who knows them knows that's the absolute truth. The position of Police Lieutenant, which Rodney Rigo will be taking, as we all know, that's a police manager within our organization. However, it's a lot more than that because really we're going to be expecting Rodney to be a leader. He's going to be leading a shift. I have a feeling it's probably going to be a night shift, but nonetheless, he will be leading that night shift. And it's really an integral part of what he does is really being a mentor and a manager and a leader for that shift. Also, Craig Smith, being a sergeant. Again, a sergeant in our agency is a frontline, first-line supervisor. However, it's much more than that. It's really about being a leader. And we all know a sergeant often has the most power within the organization. The chief can say what he wants, but the sergeant's the one that actually makes things happen. So both are very, very important positions here at the department. I'm very proud of both of them. It truly is an honor to be able to promote both of them because they really do have the highest integrity and character you could ask for anybody within the agency. So with that being said, I would like to go ahead and start with Rodney Rigo's promotion to lieutenant. I'll talk a little bit about his career. Rodney Rigo was hired by the Stockton Police Department on December 16th of 1993. As a police officer, Rodney held the following assignments: Patrol Officer, Field Services Problem-Oriented Policing Unit, SWAT, Field Training Officer, and Investigations and the Auto Theft Unit. Rodney was promoted to Sergeant in January of 2003, and as a Sergeant, he was assigned to Patrol. He was a North, Lakeview, and Valley Oak District Sergeant. He was on the Impact Team. He was in Special Investigations and on the Gang Violence Suppression Unit. And he was also on the Critical Incident Investigation Team. Rodney has an Associate of Arts degree from the San Joaquin Delta College. He has earned his intermediate, advanced, and supervisory certificates from Post. Over the years, Rodney has received special recognition from command staff, his peers, and numerous other agencies. And I'd like to go over some of those highlights now. In 2002, Rodney Rigo received a letter of good police work from former Police Chief Chavez for his involvement in the arrests of several juveniles and one adult for multiple counts of auto theft, possession of stolen property, conspiracy to commit a crime, possession of a vehicle master key, and various other charges. In 2007, Rodney received a letter of good police work from former Chief Hose for his GVSU involvement in a long-term investigation along with GSET and the California Department of Justice Bureau of Narcotics. The investigation led to the arrest of 46 gang associates in an organized, sophisticated, and violent gang operation in Stockton. Several guns, including assault-type weapons and large amounts of drugs and cash, were confiscated as a result of that operation. During the time that Rodney was assigned to the Gang Violence Suppression Unit, he was recognized by the Stockton Unified School District, the California Department of Justice, Bureau of Gambling Control, and the Tuolumne County Sheriff's Office for the excellent and informative street gang training that he provided. In addition, he and his unit, along with GSET, VICE, and SWAT, were recognized by the State Department of Justice Bureau of Narcotic Enforcement for their fine work involving an operation to disrupt a major organized group in Stockton. Rodney, on behalf of the Stockton Police Department, it's my pleasure to announce your promotion to the rank of lieutenant. So now is the time where you let me know who's going to pin your badge.
My wife, Kat.
If you come on up. Good to see you again.
I'm not in the hospital this time.
That's right, for once.
thank everybody for coming. I think at some point in my career I've worked with everybody in some capacity or another. It's really a privilege to have the opportunity to get promoted one by Eric, Chief Jones. It's even more of a privilege to have a family that made the sacrifices to allow this to happen for me. And my wife went through 2 promotion exams with me, and we all know anybody that's taken any of these or watched anybody taking a promotion exam, it's not just an individual achievement, it's a support of a family and friends. And so for my family and my friends, I really want to thank you. It's also a sacrifice that our whole family takes in a career. And my daughter has sacrificed a lot in the 20 years that I've worked here. And as Chief mentioned, I got hired 20 years ago, Monday. And when I got hired, my daughter was the same age as my granddaughter that's sitting here today. So law enforcement is something that a whole family does. It's not an individual achievement. And promotion is not just an individual achievement. It's something that we as a family, as an organization do. And so for you to come out and celebrate that achievement as an organization, thank you very much.
Next up, we have Craig Smith and his promotion to police sergeant. So a little bit about Craig. Craig was hired by the Stockton Police Department on July 16th of 1996. As a police officer, Craig has held the following assignments: field services as a patrol officer, investigations on the auto theft task force, also in investigations in general crimes, and also in special investigations on the FBI Violent Crimes Fugitive Task Force. Craig has earned his intermediate and advanced post certificates. Over the years, Craig has received special recognition from his supervisors, peers, and community for his fine service. Here are some highlights. In 1998, while in patrol, his supervisor commented that Craig's investigative skills were superior. He noted that Craig was able to interview victims and witnesses well, that he could obtain critical information relating to the crime or incident, and he was able to interrogate suspects and obtain confessions from them. In 2003, Craig's supervisor commented that while Detective Smith was assigned to the Delta Regional Auto Theft Task Force, he established himself as a leader in that unit. He developed skills as an investigator which exceeded his time and tenure. Craig was twice nominated by his peers for Officer of the Year. This was in 2000 and in 2001. Although he was not selected, being nominated by his peers was quite an honor in and of itself. He was commended by former Chief Chavez for his fine work. In 2004, Craig and his partner were recognized by a Galt business owner for their excellent... What were you doing in Galt? I guess I should look into that perhaps, but anyway. In 2004, Craig and his partner were recognized by a Galt business owner for their excellent investigative work in apprehending the suspects responsible for the burglary at his business less than 12 hours earlier. Thanks to Craig and his partner, the business owner was able to retrieve all of the stolen items worth thousands of dollars. In 2010, Craig was recognized by his supervisor for his exceptional work in assisting the United States Attorney's Office in their efforts to apprehend several Stockton suspects wanted in the Bay Area for a Bay Area bank robbery series. So Craig, on behalf of the Stockton Police Department, it is my pleasure to announce your promotion to the rank of sergeant. Who will be pinning your badge today?
Best friend, Mike Dixon.
Okay, come on up, Mike. I can at least get it ready here, right? There we go.
Hope I can get there. Thanks, Chief.
I asked him not to, actually. Thank you, Chief. I owe thanks to so many people for today in my career, mostly my wife, Candy. If you haven't worked around Candy or spent any time with her, you can't appreciate how special she is to everybody, especially me. My coworkers, oh my goodness, I can't go names because I worked with a lot of people, not just from my department, but from the partner agencies that I've worked with. I've had tremendous experiences. It's those experiences and relationships that really developed me personally and professionally. So I thank every single one of you. I'm blessed to be a member of this family, and again, thank you very much.
Okay. Don't be shy. Come on over here because we're gonna have a reception line of some sort here in a minute. One thing I'd just like to finish on, as I mentioned before, the command staff and myself, we may have the best formulated plans, but without your leadership and getting behind it and doing the right thing, those plans mean nothing. And I have absolute trust in both of you. I know you're going to do an outstanding job. Very excited to promote you both today. So we will look to you for very strong leadership, us in the command staff, the chief's office. Your subordinates and peers will be looking to you for very strong leadership. Bottom line, a lot of eyes are going to be upon you. But that's part of the fun of being promoted to a new position and really helping steer the department forward. I mean, of all times when we're just rolling out our 3-year strategic plan, for you two to come into your positions that you're going to be going into, it's a very exciting time. I'm very pleased to promote both of you. So let's give them both a round of applause one more time. And before a few more photo ops, which I understand Craig is really big on, and he's most looking forward to, before we do that, why don't we just come on and form a line here so we can congratulate them. Thank you.